Hey friends, it's your boy, BigTCGFan, coming at you with another video. And today we're going to continue our fan art series. And the game I'm doing is Schwarz. The characters, her name is Ryuko. I'm probably saying that wrong, but we'll give it a go anyways. So, should be fun, very sexy. I found art I wanted to emulate. So I was like, oh, this is great. I want to try it. A little different style than what I normally do. It's more of a muddy style, I guess, because it's not as detail oriented. So we're gonna go ahead and start it. And this time I'm also going to be drawing it a smidge differently, because normally, I start with the eyes and work my way from there. Here I start with the basic outline of her chin and her face, and then I'm going to go from there, because the primary focus of this art piece is her bust. So that's what we're going to, really hopefully draw you in on. She's very busty, and there's not a lot left to the imagination, as you'll see. And one really cool thing that I like about the character is she has these straps that come from the middle of her bust down to her undergarments. And I was like, oh, that's just a really interesting design choice. And I like the shadowing and the layering of it. So that's what we're going to try to draw in here. So right now we're doing a basic outline of her bust, because she's kind of got her hips swiveled off to a side. So the angle will be slightly different than what we normally would see, because the point of view that you're looking at the camera is almost as if you were like on the ground looking up at her, as she's kind of standing over you. So that's what we're going to go with here. It's a very unique design. A lot of the character itself is very anime in far as like how they designed her. Basically just like a badass chick fighter. She has this big huge red sword, and I wasn't very happy with how I drew the sword in this, but like the character itself I thought came out pretty well. So as you can see, she has very wide hips and a large bosom, so it's like we're gonna have fun drawing that. And right now I'm putting in, she's like these studded nipple plates, I guess would be the best way to describe it. As you can see, the straps are coming down, and then once we connect it all together, it should be a lot of fun. Now this game is Schwarz is a very interesting game, is because the way they do their cards is like on one side it'll be like this really cool scene, and then the other it's just her face. And then you'll have some cards, it's like some of these cards they really do like full on waifu, and then other cards it's like very basic, and you're like, what it's not a lot there, just her face. So I'm like, it's just interesting to see how they do it. As you can see, I'm drawing, and she in the character, like she's wearing like panties, but then she also has like this thin little mini skirt that's black with little studs on it. So I kind of want to draw that in. See, now I'm bringing down the straps, and it's kind of fun, like I said, because like for me, my favorite part of this whole thing was the shadowing, to get the shadow on the straps on her like flesh. So that's what we're going to be doing here later on. And I've decided with this one, because usually I just do all pencil, and lately I've added a few colors in there. And for this one, because her primary colors are black and red, which when you saw the picture you saw that it was all about it. Sorry about that pause there. My wife called me to come take care of the little one, so I had to stop and go do that and then come back and do this. So yeah, her primary colors are red and black. So what I did for that is I got a red pencil to color in the red, and then for black, instead of trying to do heavy shadowing with the pencil, I'm just going to use that ink for her hair, just to give it a little more, because her hair is like really dark. But yeah, so we did that there. And this is really, like I said, it's a lot of fun. I mean, you can already see her form well taking shape, so it's pretty awesome. And so there's that. And it's a really cool, there's a little belly button for her. So this character just oozes sexy. And if you go and you look at the piece I was inspired by, it makes mine look pretty scrubby, but like you can just see the sexuality oozing from the character, which is insane. I kind of had to freewheel it once you get past the arm here, because the initial artist, he kind of cut her off halfway on her arm, so I kind of have to freewheel the arm and the sword, because in the original piece you only see part of the sword, and I kind of want to add a little more, because part of doing this art is you do want to like challenge yourself a little bit. And that's a lot of what this art series is you know, I'm hoping it's entertaining to you guys, but for me, a lot of it is just about trying to draw in different styles, try to draw different colors, try to draw different characters. I mean, you can obviously, I have a partiality towards the female figure because it's the most of my characters are female, but I'm mixing it up like I did Litten last week, and next week I'm doing a completely different character out of my normal realm. So, and here I'm trying to put the sword in. But a lot of this fan art series is just me, you know, sharing a little bit about myself with you guys. You know, I love to draw, and so like for the longest time in my life, I didn't think I could draw very well at all. And I'm not like, oh my God, I'm so amazing, because I'm pretty scrubby. I think, you know, there's some artists like the guy who drew what I was inspired. It's just amazing when you see some of the stuff some of these people do. And so I didn't even start drawing until I just turned 40, and I went on a Disney cruise. Oh, somehow it skipped a bit there. That's not cool. But yeah, you can see, well, no sense in worrying about it. Video cut out on me. But you can see right here, yeah, me coloring in the red on her. She has knuckled gloves, then red on the panties, and yeah, and you can see the shadowing. That's what I was talking about. If you can look underneath the suspender she has on, there's some shadowing there. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, no, I went on a Disney cruise, and for some reason I was just like, I have to be able to draw this Rapunzel character. And so I was trying to draw it, and like they gave you a fat marker to draw with, and it just wouldn't work. And so I like tried again, and then I couldn't get it to work, and I got mad and threw it away. And then later on, I went in the hotel and got a regular pencil, and I just started drawing, and I've been drawing since. As you can see, I'm putting in the black. She has some red hair and she has some black hair, and there's red highlights sprinkled all over the place. And most of the rest of this like is black, you know, I'm putting in some black, but I didn't want to shade it all black, so we're not going to do that. And so it's pretty cool. And let me go ahead and color her sword. The sword is like red, and I'm not very happy with how this sword turned out. I think it's horrible, but you know, is what it is. I just definitely need more practice on inanimate objects like swords. So that's something we'll definitely look into as we continue the series, is to, you know, practice the things like swords, just to really, you know, get my skills up. You know, I'm going to initial it. And then as I was initialing, I was like, oh wait, I want to put some color in the background. And so this is me grabbing like a purple just to, you know, make her stand out a little more. I'm not so sure it worked out as well as I'd like. I think I should have done like a green or maybe a yellow, but it's okay. Okay, so make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you.